Around 1984, Ronald Reagan was shot. John Hinckley Jr. was looking for a little girl. If he had been obsessed with Jodie Foster, they couldn't have printed her name in the paper. It's called protection. Everybody looking for Jodie Foster nowadays. Old school public relations didn't want to alarm everybody with the fact that John Hinckley Jr. was looking for like a 4-year-old. Just crazy, because they just doubled down on drugs every single time. It's more drugs. These people are all crazy. September 11th, 2001, the KKK was like, we win! The KKK, yeah. That's why there's like Boko Haram roaming freely. Because they're stupid. The KKK is dumb. See, they're they're scared, so they do whatever they want. And scared people do stupid things, and stupid people scare easy. It's a vicious cycle, and they're washing their hands, scrubbing their hands up to the elbow in the blood of our youth, and they're like, ha 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 ha, I see no God here but me. And then something explodes, and they're like, what's going on over there? Not my fuck up. They rob us 2 by 2, leave us to sort it out, send the survivor to prison, sit at the head of their table with their family, their silver spoons. They declare war on terror, clock out. They go home, eat dinner with their kids, sleep in bed with their wife, get up. They do it for 8 hours the next, but extra. They get paid extra. No. They get paid to lose. There's a lot of Protestants out there who are mad because they're dead. That's why I hate Jerry Garcia, because he's like, come do drugs instead. Why fight about it? Let's all just do drugs. Make love, not war, man. Just come rape us instead. It's called Feminazi Grandma and her gay mafia roommate. That's who's fighting for us now. You can't ban waterboarding. The National Defense Authorization Act cannot afford me because I reject NAFTA. You didn't have to build a wall. You just gotta go coyote. For those of us just joining us, there's already a river there. And if you can't guard a river, you sure as hell can't guard a wall. You can't build a wall high enough to keep God out. Does that mean Mexico's God? It depends if you have an actual religion. You know what Canada even looks like? There's nothing between us and Russia but Santa's workshop. God fuck around, come from the other direction, idiots. See, in 1984, the sheriff started raping little kids. And once he got away with it, these idiot goddamn doctors were like, all right, let's go. It's green light. I'm gonna make a lot of money off of this. These little blonde kids are worth extra. Feminazi Grandma was like, we've got to protect the children. Gay Mafia was like, we'll help. All right, the more the merrier. Feminazi Grandma has been brainwashed since before she was born. She's got severe penis envy. We have pockets of uncivilized places where people are just brainwashed. Like, there's no say in the matter. You're definitely going to think this way. It's called Flat Earth. It's one of some snake charmer. It's just more KKK. This is why they call it a loose confederation. Because they're not, like, they don't know what each other's doing until they get the invoice. And then they're like, yeah, because we have to. In about the 8th century BC, Islam invaded Europe, banned reading, burned witches at the stake. To this day, Protestants would rather die all at once than read a book. 1453, the Protestant Reformation, fall of the Byzantine Empire, rise of the Ottoman Kingdom of Germany, printing press at Gutenberg, Reformation at Wittenberg, 20 years. This is the beginning of the Renaissance, which is Franco-Latin for, gee, thanks for our stuff back. Here, you get a printing press until you learn your ABCs. They're still working on it. That's why we have freedom of the press. So Feminazi Grandma and her gay mafia roommate are here to save the day, kids. With her matronly disapproval. I don't know, she's way too young for you. Well, see, that works for Islam because normal men like young, fully biologically developed women, but she was born without a penis and she hates it. Her non-threatening atheist gay mafia roommate holds the purse strings because they have to prove that the kids are just born that way or they're going to prison. And that's why PR has been, I hate to say koshering, our government with political correctness since the network. We've all seen the network, right? News team. You've seen the network. Edward James Ruddy died today, and woe is us. Well, that was when freedom of the press got marched back and forth through the jungle in Vietnam. Freedom of the press died. The military-industrial complex. Eisenhower, farewell address. In the halls of governance, we must guard against the unwarranted acquisition of power, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. He didn't say kill it, but that's what we did. Canadian feminazi grandma with her fake email server is working directly with her gay mafia roommate to turn the children, the victims, into human sacrifices. Over 30 years crack epidemic via Boko Haram, full of school shootings via feminazi grandma and her gay mafia roommate trying to give people a second chance, just gonna get fucked again. We have to prove there was a reason we took over the country to begin with. They shot JFK, they shot John Lennon, they shot Reagan. What do these three men have in common? They're all Irish. The KKK hates Catholics. So I rewrote the IRS stipulations to register as a charitable non-government organization. If that's allowed, democracy is not blanket immunity for whatever you did to get elected. Corrections Corporation of America. Corporate prisons are illegal in any democracy. On the planet Earth, corporate prisons are illegal in a democracy. Okay? The messenger of Allah can just come along and prop some enterprising young livestock up on his hind legs, give him a badge and a gun, and the pig says, I don't know how to run a prison or a casino. I don't know how to run a casino. This is the abridgment of church and state and freedom of the press that has forced the actual free press to abandon the military industrial complex and pick up a Keynesian health insurance marketing economic model. These people have to want to embed with us. They have to compete for that slot. I know these people don't want to. That's the problem. You can't ban waterboarding. You can't just act like I'm not kosher, so you have a right to kosher me. This ain't Airheads news team. If I have to come, make headlines, it's not going to be like a happy ending, roll credits, fade to black type of scenario. I'm a trained killer. My name is Noel D. Smith, single, straight, no kids, never married. No abortions, no abominations, no divorces, no bankruptcies. I have one blasphemy I recanted, no heresies, never sold cocaine. Formerly decorated so-and-so with the yada yada, etc., and so forth and so on. Airframe, triage, theologies. I know what a religion is. I don't claim to know God's plan, I just know it was written in Greek. If it bleeds, it's not a God, because I said so. But within the past 15 seconds, we've established probable cause. So it's a gimme. The devil had 40 days and nights to try the one and only perfect begotten Son of God. You're not going to make a career out of me and act like I'm not Christian enough. Who the hell do you think you are? SEAL Team 6 they have general orders where you just give them this investigation. Otherwise, you wait till I hook up with them and you start dying from both sides. I've had homos and fucking retards following me around since I was 3 years old, Navy, right around the time somebody said, you're not allowed. I said, don't fail and say you're with me. You cannot ban waterboarding. Boko Haram literally means real bad. It's real bad, that's why we're here. They're concerned about our emotional well-being. Do I not look happy? Well, Canadian feminazi grandmas out here snitching on everybody, and it doesn't have to be true because their gay mafia roommate holds the purse strings, and Boko Haram will believe anything, absolutely anything, because if they don't persecute, they don't eat. I have never been inside a mosque that is still standing because I have a real religion. Who's married now? mfrodeo.blogspot.com. My first rodeo first. I shall do no harm. And then that part's over. always ready,